Hey, so today I wanted to do a smoky, like a thick, smoky winged liner. And it's not one of my strong suits. So we're going to do it together, and hopefully, if it's not your strong suit, we'll get there together, and I'll have tips for you. My skin is peeling, skincare journey here, lids, forehead, a little bit on my nose. Just pretend it's not happening, okay? Some people do this and just make it look like so easy, but I'm gonna show you how I do it more easily. Okay, so achieving like a soft, smoky liner can be really difficult. So my trick would be starting off with a lighter color, not just going in with like a black eyeliner, but starting off with either a gray or a brown eyeliner to begin with. Kind of depends on if you like want it to be more warm or cool toned. You know what I mean? So I've really been loving the Makeup by Mario eyeliners. This one is the lightest brown. This is in the shade soft brown. He also has, I think it's called the perfect brown. I've used that before as well. He has a blue. This one's plum. He's got a bunch of different colors. You could honestly start off with like any of those colors and then kind of like work into black to give it like a little bit more like, I don't know, something like depth or whatever. I'm gonna just start off with soft brown, and I want this to be thick. So this is a gel pencil, by the way. So what I'm gonna do is start in the center of my eye, and I'm going to go straight out from the center. I guess there's like a little bit of a lift. So I'm creating sort of a triangle shape, and it doesn't have to be like perfect. I'm just trying to kind of get like the angles, which like they're already uneven because it's impossible. I'm trying to get the angles like right. I'm gonna connect it downward. It doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to do blending. And I don't even have to like fill it all the way in. I'm just gonna kind of make sure that I'm filling like the outer part, because I am going to be going in with the black. Now what's nice about these pencils is that they come with like a little buffer brush. Now I'm going to use that buffer brush, and I'm just going to buff around the edges of that. And I mentioned this in another video, but if you feel like when you're blending, like blending outward is just kind of like getting messy, push inward instead. That is going to ensure that you're blending, but you're not like pulling the product out too much. And for me, it's kind of like a, rather than going back and forth, it's kind of a like pushing and pulling kind of motion. See how much softer compared to the other side? I'm just kind of blending the jagged edges, creating sort of a soft edge. Wow, I just got the weirdest craving for ginger ale. I think I need to make some ginger tea. Did I say my eyelids were peeling? It's like super annoying. And then if there's an area that you want to bring out a little bit more, you can start going in this direction. If you feel like, okay, that's blended enough, but I still need to like, I need to blend, but like it's gone out enough, start pulling it back in. Where did it go? Did I put it away? I'm gonna take, oh, no, what? Brown. Oh yeah, I'm using it. I was like, where'd the pencil go? So now I'm going to just drag that all along my lash line. Once again, the perfect brown. If you prefer cooler toned colors, you definitely don't have to use a light brown, but it's not even really going to like show up when we're finished. All right, now I'm going to grab the super black, same pencil, Mario, and I'm gonna fill in the center of that. So starting at the end of my lash line and then just basically filling in the gaps. Once again, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm trying not to take it like all the way out. And as I get like closer to the inner part, I'm just kind of dotting. So I'm basically just filling in like wherever there isn't product. And I am going to go back in with the brush to blend. I just want to make sure that the amount that I'm applying over here is like similar to the amount that I'm applying over here. And then same thing, I'm going to use the little brush and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to like pat and drag. Just going in and filling in more gaps. Actually, a tip for these eyeliners is don't let it sit, because I guess it kind of starts to set, like they feel a little bit waxy. So I made a little bit of a mistake doing that, but if you go in and start blending like immediately, they blend a lot easier. I'm like kind of removing product. Just a tip for you. Okay, the next tip is to go in and set and soften with eyeshadow. So I'm going to be using my Hindash palette. And I think I'm going to start off with, actually I think I'm going to start off with the black color, Fatum, and set the black. And I'm going to use just kind of like a little detailer brush. So this is like a, I don't know, like a tiny like pencil brush. It's a BH brush. It's the Smoke brush, I guess. I don't know what collection it's from, but anything small like this is going to do. I'm going to pick up the black and I'm going to pat that all over the black eyeliner. And then as I get to the edge, I'm just kind of lightly buffing. Now you could do this with just shadows, but layering the eyeliner and the eyeshadow is going to really like not only ensure that it stays and lasts, it's kind of like layering a powder blush on top of a cream blush, but it also just adds like this really beautiful amount of depth to the eyeliner. All right, now you could use the same brush and just wipe it off. You could use a different brush, something that's gonna be small but compact. This is a ColourPop E19, it's just like a tiny blending brush. You want something that's gonna be like detailed, but you also don't want it to be too stiff. So I'm gonna use the ColourPop brush and I'm going to tap into Feel Real. So this is a nice warm brown and then we have a cool gray here, and I'm gonna kind of just go in the center and I'm going to pat around the edges of the liner. Pat and buff. Using a really light hand, and it's basically just to set and soften around the edge. So depending on like how smoky you want to make it or how soft you want to make it, this will help that. You could also do this before the black eyeshadow if you think that this makes it look too soft. So basically every step is just kind of like softening and refining the overall look. All right, guys, this is the finished look. I just popped on some lashes. These are, well, obviously I popped on more than just lashes. These are Mini Me by Velour. They are vegan, cruelty-free, synthetic lashes. And I have a code. I have a code. What? I have a code with them if you're interested. I believe Velour went like fully vegan, fully cruelty-free, which is great. So anyway, this is it. I hope this helped anybody who feels intimidated by this kind of look. I really love the way that it looks. It's like such a statement, and it looks good with like any lip. I just did like a lip plumping gloss because for some reason I keep using it even though I hate the way it feels. So it's like a classic cat eye look, you know? Yeah, hopefully that helps you guys. Just remember that like layering is always great. Layering is just great, you know? Like I know a lot of the time it seems like it's like a lot of work, but it really just makes a huge difference. It's the same thing with painting. All right, guys, that's it. I'm gonna go eat a salad now because I'm really hungry. It's like 4 o'clock. It's like wild. Great. This was great. See you next time. Bye-bye.